The state would first call Ms. Scott. Ms. Scott, have I accurately stated the terms of the agreements you've come to with the other party, Mr. Nance, and the state today?
Yes.
Do you believe the terms of those agreement that I've announced are in the children's best interest?
Yes.
Are you asking, I'm sorry, has anyone forced you into entering into that agreement?
This case looks simple on the surface. 2 parents, child support, insurance reimbursements. But once you peel back the numbers, the real battle becomes clear. We've got Ms. Scott asking for reimbursement of health and dental insurance, a $1,175 monthly child support request, and a potential relocation to Irving, Texas, with a $15,000 salary increase on the table. Meanwhile, Mr. Nance says the financial burden is extreme and fears the move would turn custody exchanges into chaos. This isn't just about money. It's about control, stability, and who gets to shape the children's future. And when relocation enters a custody dispute, things get complicated fast. So the big question is, will the court prioritize financial opportunity or geographic stability? Let's break it down.
I think you broke up a little bit there and we didn't hear you have a verbal answer to that question.
No.
And has anyone offered you anything in exchange for entering agreement today?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to sign a temporary reflects the terms of that agreement?
You cut out. I couldn't hear the end of the question.
Are you asking the court to sign a temporary order that reflects the terms of that agreement that I've announced?
If we cannot reach a final, yes.
How are the children currently covered for health insurance?
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
All right. And who's carrying that policy?
Myself.
All right. And what source is that? Is that through an employer, marketplace, some other source?
An employer.
Okay. And is that your employer?
Yeah.
All right. And how are they covered for health insurance?
They're the same.
Okay. How much does all right, let me rephrase that. Are the health and dental insurance premiums or as a combined cost?
They're both together.
Okay. And how much does that policy do per paycheck?
You're breaking out, Ms. Laskowski, so I'm not sure I know what you're asking. So I don't know if Ms. Scott knows what you're asking.
Okay. All right. Ms. Scott, how much do you pay per paycheck that health and dental coverage through your employer?
$304 per paycheck.
Okay. And how often are you paid?
Every 2 weeks.
And just to confirm, because this is very confusing for everybody, including myself, you get paid every 2 weeks, not like on the 1st and the 15th?
No, I get paid every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. That $304 biweekly figure is all right. Let me ask you this. How many people are covered on that policy?
3.
Okay. Who are those 3 people?
Myself, Kendall, and Kennedy.
All right. Those are the 2 children in this order before the court today. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. If it was just you on that health and dental policy through your employer, do you know how much it would cost?
It's for just me, at the discounted rate, it would be like 146, 141.
Is it per pay period?
Yes,
All right. And besides these two children before the court today, do you have any other minor children?
I do.
Do you carry insurance for that for those minor children?
I do.
Right. And are they on this policy that you just testified about?
More bill.
Right. And what source is this third child on?
With the NFL through my other job. Sorry.
All right.
Do you have two jobs, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Are you asking for the court to order Mr. Nance to reimburse you for the cost of the health and dental policy for Kendall and Kennedy?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there some reason the children are on different insurance?
So that it will be easier when this day came because we've been at this for a long time. And also, Kingston is also carried on his dad's insurance, his biological dad's insurance as well. Can you close the door, please?
May continue, Ms. Laskowski?
Ms., are you in agreement with guideline child support? Okay. All right. Ms. Scott, are you asking Mr. Nance to reimburse you $342 monthly for the health insurance and dental insurance?
Yes.
Okay. And Ms. Scott, are you in agreement with the guideline calculation of for month support of $1,475 monthly beginning November 1st?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there any family violence between you and Mr. Nance?
No, ma'am.
All right. Does he know where you live now?
Yes, he does.
And if you were to move from that address, do you have any safety concerns of being required to tell him where you moved to?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Right. You're asking that you have the right to designate Kennedy's primary residence, but without a geographic restriction. Do you have any plans to move outside of Galveston or contiguous counties?
Um, So there's a position. Go ahead.
I thought you had answered and I didn't hear it.
No, so there's a position that has been offered to me by my current job. And if their restrictions are released, I'll be able to accept the position. So that's why it's on the table.
Right. Have you actually been offered this position?
Yes.
Okay. And does this position that you've been offered involve a significant pay increase than what you are now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How much of an increase?
So my annual salary probably about $15,000 salary increase.
Okay. And do you have any family or other familiar or social ties up in the Dallas area?
I do have family there.
Oh, that presumes facts, not an evidence, Ms. Laskowski. I have no idea where this other job is.
I thought she said Dallas.
I didn't hear anything. All I heard was I heard very bare bones that it's a position offered by the current job. It's, if the restriction is released, you can accept the position. I didn't hear anything about
Okay,
what the job
all
is.
right. I apologize for that.
It's okay.
Ms. Scott, where is this position that you've been offered, headquartered or located?
It's actually in Ibring, Texas. So like a little bit outside of Dallas.
You mean Irving?
Irving, there you go.
The job title for this position is that offered is a similar position offered locally?
It will be a step down. So it's my current position, but as a supervisor, and because my location just opened, we don't have that position here at my location.
Right.
My clinic actually just opened in March, actually.
And clinic is that the only location in the Houston metro area?
It is. Next Oncology, we only have one location here in Houston.
I'm sorry, can you speak slower? I think you just said what you actually do and I missed it.
Next Oncology there's only one location in Houston.
All right, pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, you may call your next witness. Actually, sir, Mr. Nance, do you have any questions for Ms. Scott?
No, I'll go on.
All right, Mr. Nance.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in agreement to reimburse Ms. Scott cash medical support of $342 a month beginning November 1st?
Monthly, yes.
And
Will she
are
have
you
to provide that at the final hearing? That documentation?
okay. Do you have some reason to believe that her testimony is not accurate?
Yes. I just would like documentation for everything. That way I know it's not just word of mouth.
Okay. Are you in agreement for to pay current child support of $1,475 monthly beginning November 1st, 2025?
Does that include the healthcare?
No, it's from the cash medical obligation.
No, I don't agree.
Why not?
Because I just feel like that's extreme for their age group. And again, I also pay every other week daycare, which costs $600. So if I'm paying that plus the 342, that puts me at 17 something, and then add the six, that put me at 2,300 a month.
Let's pause here because this is where the financial confusion starts stacking up. Mr. Nance is calculating $475 in guideline child support, plus $340 in medical reimbursement, plus what he believes is $600 biweekly daycare. That's where the sticker shock hits him. Over $2,300 monthly in his mind. But notice how the court carefully clarifies the daycare math. It's actually $300 per exchange, totaling $1,200 monthly split between both parents. That clarification matters because Texas guideline child support calculations are based on net income percentages, not subjective feelings about what seems too much. Courts look at structured formulas, not emotional reactions. Now here's the bigger legal point. Voluntary payments, like the $425 every 2 weeks he started 6 weeks ago, don't automatically replace court-ordered support. Judges want consistency and enforceability. So even if he's been helping, the court still needs a formal order. What do you think? Is he being financially overwhelmed? Or is this just the reality of supporting 2 children under state guidelines?
So you mentioned a daycare and what you pay for that. Do you pay for any of the children's other recurring expenses?
Yes, I help her out.
What do you what other recurring expenses do you pay for the children?
We agreed upon $850 a month, so that helps her cover reoccurring expenses for them.
Okay.
So outside of the 600, I also give 425 every other week. This started 6 weeks ago. Daycare has been. I've always helped pay daycare.
All right. So regular cash, regular daycare payments. Are there any other regular financial contributions that you make to Ms. Scott for the children?
Outside of that, like she'll let me know they need this or they need that, and I'll go get it and bring it to them. So like school time was coming, I went and got clothes, shoes, and I dropped it off. We exchanged that. So other than that, there's no cash exchange. It's just the merchandise exchange.
Can I clarify? This is the same question I had for her about the insurance.
Mhm.
So the 600 for daycare, is that every 2 weeks or is it twice a month, like on the 1st and 15th or the 15th and 30th?
So it's really just so I pick them up 1 week from daycare, and she keep them 1 week, pick them up from daycare. So whichever one of our week it is to pick them up, we'll just pay them when we get there. So the
Okay,
money
so you're
just
not
goes
paying
directly
every
to the
week. You're
daycare.
paying half the daycare, basically.
Yes, ma'am. So it's 1,200 a month. She pays 6, I pay 6.
Okay. And then the same with the 425 every other week. Is that
Yeah,
true?
that just comes from me and goes directly to her. So that's
Okay.
like every time I get paid, I send the money to her
Okay, and you get paid like, let's say
every 2 weeks.
okay, so it's not like the 1st and the 15th, it's every 2 weeks. Okay.
Every 2 weeks, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Nance, is what geographic restriction are you asking for?
To keep the same one in place that I had with Kendall.
Okay. Is there any family violence between you and Ms. Scott?
No, ma'am.
Does Ms. Scott know where you currently live?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any safety concerns being required to tell her that information if you were to move?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. The state does not represent either of you, so I'm going to give you both a chance if there's anything additional you think I need to hear. Ms. Scott, is there anything additional you think I should hear?
Just have one thing to say. He said that started 6 weeks ago. His first payment of paying 425 was the first week of September. He's made 3 payments. Last payment was on last week, on the 25th. And he clarified about the daycare. So the daycare is not $600 every time we pay, it's $300 every time we pay.
So what you're saying, ma'am, is that you each pay $300 each time, so it's like 26 payments of 300 each, 52 weeks of the year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else anyone would like to say about the residency restriction or?
No.
Okay, sir, the state doesn't represent you either. Is there anything additional you'd like to say?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Nance, is there anything you'd like to say?
No, ma'am.
Okay, can you clarify or elaborate maybe on why you don't want her to move?
I just don't trust it.
What does that
And I
mean?
feel like it'll be too chaotic trying to exchange them. And I feel like if she's the one relocating, she should be the one to commute them to me when it's my visitation time. And I just know that it'll, like I say, it'll come with too much chaos. So it's easier to exchange them and keep my visitation fair to me, if they just stay right here in the surrounding area where I don't have to drive 4 or 5 hours to go pick them up. Then that cuts my time down because I only really get one day, and then I got to drive 4 or 5 more hours to go drop them back off. That's just not fair.
And Miss Scott, do you have a response to that?
Yes, I do. Whenever I mentioned it to him, I did tell him that I would be responsible for bringing them back, or making sure that he gets his time with them. Being that if I am to accept the position in Dallas on Mondays, I will be working from home, so I wouldn't be required to go to the office on Mondays. But I do see what he's saying.
Is he active in their lives?
Yes.
When do you need to decide about the job?
Have an answer turned in by the 15th. But they'll move on with other candidates.
Uh, if I could add something, I feel like the bigger part wouldn't be working from home or getting off late or getting off early. It would be the fact that they have to relocate schools as well. So it also wouldn't be fair to them to have to travel all day after school on a Friday, and then they get to, play around a little bit on Saturday, and then I work at 3 and 4 in the morning, so it's not fair to me to have to drive 3 or 4 hours, on a Sunday, and then they have to go to school the next day. So now I'm traveling all day on the Sunday before work.
Can I respond to that?
You may, ma'am.
Currently, how we've been doing it for the past few months is, for instance, on his week, he picks them up from daycare. He keeps them for about 2 hours, and then I get them from him. And then on the weekends, they're with me throughout the day until he gets off about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it has not been where he picks them up on Friday and they're with him the entire weekend. They come back home to me every night and he gets them whenever he gets off the next day. The only time they spend a night is, for instance, if he's off on a Thursday, then they'll spend a night on a Wednesday night. But other than that, my kids come back home every night.
But they spend multiple nights. I'm off 2 nights one week and 3 the next. You trying to insinuate that they only come one day, and that's not the case. Even still, what is the difference and what does it look like if I'm off one day on a Thursday? They can't come stay with me, and I can't keep them Thursday night and drop them off at school Friday because they live 5 hours away. So even still,
Is there anything further, Ms. Laskowski?
and that right there is why I just say that that's too chaotic. That's going to cause way too much commotion, and I feel like it's not right.
The state asks the court to enter in or to approve the terms of the agreement that was previously announced on the record, make appropriate orders regarding a geographic restriction, and would ask that the court order Ms. Scott carry health and dental insurance for the children, and to order Mr. Nance to reimburse Ms. Scott cash medical support of $342 monthly, beginning November 1st, 2025, and for the court to order Mr. Nance to reimburse cash dental support of $0 monthly, beginning November 1st, 2025, and the state would also ask that the court order Mr. Nance to pay monthly child support beginning November 1st, 2025. Based on the testimony that each party provided, the state would ask that the court order no non-disclosure of the party's contact information. And that is the extent of the state's request for relief for purposes of today's temporary order hearing.
Would anyone else like to make a brief closing before I rule?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Nance?
No.
Okay. I'm going to render, and just so you'll know, I'm going to refer this case to the 306, the referring court. Residency restrictions are not completely a 40 issue. I do address them, but this is a serious issue in this case, and it's actually impending. Ma'am, you might want to consult a lawyer quickly if you only have till the 15th to address this. I believe Ms. Laskowski announced at the beginning of the case that this does not modify that order for your other child. And so I'm not really knowing that. I kind of think I know what the referring court will do, but you never know. But you might, if you all might want to consult lawyers to get your ducks in a row, because it sounds like you're both engaged, good parents, and the court system can be hard when you're dealing with these complex issues that go beyond the basics. Depending upon what happens with this, you all might want to do a lot of things that are not standard, and the AG does not represent you all, and they are not drafters, and you might need your own representation to get what you ultimately both want. That being said, I'm going to do a temporary order just to get something going here. So I am going to appoint and order you both joint managing conservators per your agreement. For now, I'm going to leave the residency restriction in place, but please note, Ms. Laskowski, either in that sentence or somewhere in the order, that issue is specifically referred to the 306. It's technically not being addressed, really. I'm just leaving it status quo for now. I'm going to order that Mr. Nance have visitation through the standard possession order for the agreement. I'm going to order that Ms. Scott provide insurance through her job, and order that she be reimbursed cash medical support by Mr. Nance in the amount of $342 per month, beginning November 1st, 2025. I'm ordering $0 in dental support, but I'm finding she has access to medical support and medical insurance and dental insurance through her job. I'm ordering that Mr. Nance pay to Ms. Scott child support of $1,475 per month, beginning November 1st.
This is where the judge threads the needle carefully. She leaves the geographic restriction in place, not because relocation is denied permanently, but because this issue is bigger than a temporary hearing. Relocation cases are serious. Courts weigh increased income, better opportunities, school disruption, travel logistics, and most importantly, the children's best interests. Ms. Scott has a $15,000 salary increase waiting in Irving. Mr. Nance argues the move would cut into his visitation time and create exhausting travel for the kids. Both arguments carry weight. For now, the judge orders joint managing conservatorship, standard possession, $342 monthly medical reimbursement, $1,175 monthly child support, and 0 dental reimbursement. The residency issue? Referred to the 306th District Court for deeper review. That means this battle is far from over. This case highlights something critical. Custody disputes aren't just legal. They're logistical, emotional, and financial chess matches. When opportunity and stability collide, courts move cautiously. If you found this case as layered and intense as we did, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, especially on the relocation issue, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
2025. I'm denying the non-disclosure request. And I believe that covers everything for the temporary order. You all might want to try and get in front of the 306 quickly about the residency restriction, and then a final trial, I guess we'll go there as well. If they want to refer it back after they address that issue, Ms. Laskowski, that's fine.
Okay. And so just to be clear, the whole case is referred, not just a geographic restriction.
I don't believe I can only refer a part of it.
I just wanted to check. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
I could, I would, but I don't think
I wouldn't have asked that, except you
Yeah.
mentioned that you wanted the sentence about the court specifically referring to the 306. Geographic
Well, I just want them knowing I'm leaving it status quo, and it's not necessarily a ruling per se.
Right.
Okay, so the state's going to draft the order based on my ruling, and they'll be sending it to you all through DocuSign shortly to review and sign off on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.